Tough Conversations podcast where the toughest conversations necessary critique on the culture. I'm back in my mama's basement and we got a lot to talk about. Missed y'all last week. I had to help prep a baby shower, some shit like that for one of my girls' family members. So I couldn't record Saturday and Sunday. I was just beat, man. Like it's hard being consistent with this podcast because I work every fucking day now. And it's like when I was living by myself, like before I did the family shit, when I was living by myself, it was easier. I get up, like, cause I used to work nights when I was still living in Miami. So I get off Friday morning, sleep, wake up, then I record the pod. That Friday, upload it that Friday, and then upload the video Saturday. Now, when I get off work now that I work in the mornings 5 days a week, because before I was working 4 days a week, 10 hours. Now I'm working 5 days a week. When I get off work, I got the baby. I'm coming home, I'm thinking about no fucking podcast, even though I should be, because hopefully this podcast is what gets me out of the shit. Not out of the shit, but grows my, you feel me, my portfolio, my career, all that shit. Like, hopefully this podcast is the thing that gets me more stability, but I can't get that stability if I'm not consistent. But I can't be consistent because I got responsibilities. It's so, like, it's such a, I don't know, man. It's not hard to explain, but it's like, if you got a lot of shit to do and your side shit you want to do, you'll get it. If you're just like a mundane person that does everything, does what you need to do throughout the week and don't have no do shit for yourself, you won't get it. But if you do get it. You get it? Hard to explain. I'm drinking, this is Hennessy and iced tea. I've been drinking this since last night. I should have recorded last night, but we had to go grocery shopping because we having a party on Memorial Weekend for the baby. So we had to go grocery shopping. I wanted to record the pod yesterday, but when I got home, we ended up going to the grocery store. We was out for like 4 or 5 hours, came back. I was super tired because I had just got off work. As soon as I got off work, I came home. Like, as soon as I tried to get comfortable, babe, we gotta go to the stove. Stove for what? We gotta get this stuff for the party. God damn, do I have to go? Yes, nigga. I said, all right, fuck it. So we go get the shit for the fucking party. And I'm like, all right, bet. Got the shit for the party. We end up out 4 or 5 hours. I come home lit. Don't forget, I just got off work at 1:30. I got home at 2. We left the house at 2:15. So we got back home like 8 o'clock. I'm like, I go upstairs to take a nap. I end up fucking sleeping the whole fucking night. Wait, matter of fact, I get woken up to eat. I eat, get back to drinking. Me and my daughter fall asleep upstairs. I feed her. I feed myself. I go upstairs to lay down, and we knocked out. Me and Cadence is knocked out. She's starting to sleep through the night, y'all, which is very fucking good, which is fucking awesome. Oh shit, let me fix it. She is starting to sleep through the night, which is amazing because, you know, she about to be 3 months. And like, that's good, right? She started to sleep through the night, man, which is incredible. And like, I was just playing with her upstairs before I came to record the podcast. I fed her. And then I was just like laying her on my stomach and shit like that. And I'd be like, I love you. And she'd go, nah. She'd go smiling, like sticking her little tongue out. I'm like, oh, look at that. Look at my baby. That is my fucking baby. And I fucking love her, man. She is incredible. But before we get to what the pod is going to be, before we get to the fun shit, we have to address the shooting in Buffalo. Some white boy asshole piece of shit motherfucker traveled 200 miles to Buffalo, New York, and in a predominantly black neighborhood in a grocery store and killed 10 people, shot about 13, killed 10 people on Twitch. He live streamed the entire thing. I have no energy to see that video. None whatsoever. It was very racially motivated, and that shit broke my fucking heart when I read that shit, man. And it's worse because I'm up here in Michigan, right? And like, I'm always been kind of uneasy around white people, but especially when shit like this happens, like, they don't know what to say to you. Like, they don't know, should they speak to you? Like, should they talk about it around you? Like, they energy, when shit like that happens, and it's undeniable what the fuck happened. Let me take these headphones off. When it's undeniable what happened or why it happened, because this kid had a manifesto, and he was a part of, just an 18-year-old kid, ran in fucking tops in Buffalo, New York, and shot and killed only black people. I hear in the video, there's a white guy. He says, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. Just want to get you out the way." So I go shoot these other black people. But that shit's heartbreaking, man. But back to what I was saying. When shit like that happens, white people are like, like, they get weird around you. They don't know what to say. They're nervous, or they act oblivious to what's going on. Like, and I hate when shit like that happens, because I work with a lot of fucking white people. I work with a lot of fucking white people. So it's like mostly white people at the store that I work. So when shit like that happens, people's like, their energy is weird as fuck. Like, it's only me and one other black dude on my squad, and me and him didn't even speak on this shit. But the white people on the team, hey, how you feeling? Like, I'm on break watching it and shit like that. It comes up on the news, and they just looking like shit. Like, they looking at me with these sad eyes. Should they say something? Should they not? It's like, what the fuck do you want? Like, and then this one chick, I don't remember her name. She don't even work with us. She just worked in the store or whatever. I don't know where the fuck she works. She was just like, well, why did he do that? He put out like, they're like talking amongst each other, but they looking at me to give them an answer. And I'm like, he read a manifesto. He did it because he wanted to kill black people, because white people are becoming the minority in the country. That can't be why he did that. There has to be something else. Did somebody piss him off in the store? Like what? Bitch, look, bitch, what? Fuck is you talk? Fuck you mean that can't be, like, when shit like that happens, I be like, and when people like so fucking oblivious to shit like that happening, I be like, really, dude? Really? But I don't know. I always felt like that was weird energy to me, man. Oblivious energy, dog. But can't expect everybody to know everything, to care about everything you care about. But tragic, man. Surprised Twitch haven't said anything, but why would Twitch give a fuck? They don't. But what do you expect them to say? Say my bad, something. But other than that, expect much. But I just want to send my condolences to those families affected, the entire neighborhood that's affected, every black person, everybody that's affected. Everybody had to experience and live through that trauma and still dealing with that. But shit, I'm so desensitized to shit like that now, bro. Shit happens once a week, once every 2 weeks. Happens every 2 weeks, every week. There was they said there was 5 mass shootings that weekend. That is disgusting. What are we doing? There's no bill that could be passed, no legislation that could be passed. There's nothing they can do to change this. Nothing. There's nothing the government can do to change how people feel in their hearts, man. Stop looking to the government for change shit, to do something about this. What the fuck is that anti black hate bill gonna do? Just like the Stop Asian Hate bill. What the fuck does that do? It does nothing. I'm not saying we don't need it. I'm not saying it's not a good idea. That's not gonna change how people feel about black people, man. That shit in here. That shit in here. That shit in heart. That shit in their fucking soul. But yeah, my condolences to everybody affected and involved. Sad shit. It's fucked up. But that's niggas, man. That's niggas in this country. Forever fucked up. Forever bottom. Forever disrespected, and so I'm not past it. I don't think I'm desensitized to the shit. I'm not saying I don't care. It's just that shit happens too much for me to come, you know? Blacks, you get it. I need a fucking haircut. I need a shave. I need a haircut. I gotta find a barber, man. I have to find a decent barber up here. Because I've been looking like werewolf, man, for months. I haven't had a haircut since I left home, since I left Florida. I got a tape once, but I didn't really like it. It was maybe like 3 weeks ago. I got a tape from a little barbershop up the street. But he didn't use Nedger. I mean, he didn't use a razor. Nothing. He just used the shit. And I ain't really, it wasn't the best shit in the world to me. So I never went back. So I have to find another barber. But I've been looking like werewolf, man, for months, man. I gotta get a fucking cut, bro. Not the sad shit out the way. Let's get to the fuck shit. Kendrick Lamar's album dropped. And while it's critically acclaimed already, it got a meta score of 100. And it's probably gonna win Rap Album of the Year at the Grammys and all that jazz. And it's a good album. Don't get me wrong. I love introspection. I love looking at yourself from within. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it when an artist gets in here, talks from here. It isn't just telling my story like Good Kid. It's deeper than that. He's talking about infidelity with his wife, with his now wife, when she was just his girlfriend and shit like that. And he's known her since high school or whatnot, and he's been unfaithful and he's made mistakes and he's not perfect and all that shit. And if we're gonna be honest, Kendrick, great artist, probably the best technical rapper of this generation. Sold 286K first week. Now, let's put it in context. No bundles, no physical sales, all streams. First day, 100 million streams on Spotify the first day. By the end of the week, it was at 420. From 100 the first day to 340 the rest of the 6 days. And all his previous albums, charted. Damn sold 22K. Good Kid, Mad City sold 19K. Like this week. You know what that tells me? That tells me these niggas not listening to this fucking album. Niggas heard this album and went to go listen to his old shit. That's what that tells me. His older albums charting, doing so many streams, while his new shit just dropped last week, that tells me nobody's listening to his new album. And I don't want to hear no promo. He just dropped it. He told us a week or 2 weeks before, dropped it, and he's been going 8 years. 5 years. I don't want to overdo it. He's been going 8 years. That in itself is promo. Being going 8 years, 5 years is promo. We've been salivating. They say Drake dropped mid with CLB. Kanye dropped mid with Donda. Well, people like Donda, but people didn't like Donda too. Fucking J. Cole, the off season was good, but he didn't sell a lot of records. No promo, no lead single, nothing. He just dropped. Kendrick just dropped and he did 268. Now, for anybody else, 268, great number. If Kodak did 268, fucking out of here. If Tyler did 268, Tyler just won back-to-back Grammys for Rap Album of the Year. 2 years straight. If he does 268 first week, he's fucking out of here. Jack Harlow just dropped. He was projected to do what? Almost 2. He did 113. They saying you did not even meet expectations. You didn't surpass expectations. You were almost 100K less than your expectation. Kendrick was expected to do 350. And I still think that's low. There's this viral tweet, which is now deleted, from some chick that said Kendrick can do a meal first week with this new album. So much hype and buzz around this shit. He could do a meal first week. And when the news dropped about Kendrick's album sales, that tweet, somebody screenshotted that tweet and said, oh. She deleted the tweet. Some chick, she deleted the tweet since then. But that tweet pops back around. I'm not saying Kendrick put out a bad album. I'm saying people would rather listen to his old shit And he underperformed. He was expected to do 350, even though I think that's low. Damn did 603 first week. To Pimp a Butterfly did 324 first week. Good Kid, Mad City did 220K first week. That's a decline. And that's a decline by, from Damn to this album, from 603 to 286, you didn't even get close to what your last effort did. And Damn did 22K this week. Not saying it's a bad album. I like it. I think it's cool. I don't think it's the greatest shit in the world like everybody says it is, but I enjoy it. I enjoy Kodak all over that motherfucker. If y'all want to have a real conversation about that, we can, but y'all don't want my real thoughts on that because shit gets scary. I like that Kodak's all over the project. I like it. It's not a bad project at all. But what I am saying is what the numbers are saying, not how people feel and da da da. What the numbers are saying is people would rather listen to it. So people heard this and said, give me the old Kendrick. That's what that's saying. That's saying people heard this and said, nah, give me your old shit. That 22K, that 19K, that could have went to his new album sales. I know everybody, when somebody drops an album, they old shit get buzz, especially in the streaming era. Their old album gets more buzz and play like, oh shit, I'm running through my Kendrick list today. Everybody was listening to his old shit to prepare for the new shit. So blah, blah, blah. Those numbers are too fucking high. Usually like 10K, 15K, but 20K, 22K, 25K, that says I heard your new shit and I prefer your old shit. And if he was projected to do 350, and he only did 286 with 19 songs. Don't forget, this album had 19 songs. Double disc. Scorpion was a double disc. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, double disc. They were both double disc. Scorpion did 700 something first week. Billion streams first week. We're not talking numbers with Drake. Nobody's fucking with Drake in numbers. It's not even close. But when Kanye does 309 in 5 days, because Donda dropped on a Sunday. When J. Cole does 282 with 12 songs, Kendrick can't crack 300 with 19 songs? That's saying something. You know what that says to me? This album got no slaps. Probably not what he was going for. But CLB didn't have a lead single. Lead single jumped out. 2 lead singles jumped out of it. Girls Want Girls and what's the other one? Way Too Sexy. I hate both of those records, honestly. Not hate it, but those records aren't high on that album for me. When Damn sold 603 and when More Life sold 500, they said the conscious is finally beating out the popularity. When, in the honest truth, Drake just did 1 million with views. 8 months later, dropped another project out of the blue, like just threw y'all another project and did 5. I expected him to do at least 5. 450 to 500. He hasn't dropped in 5 years. Oh, everybody's giving us mid. Oh, yo, we knew about Kendrick's album maybe a month before it dropped. We knew Kendrick was coming a month ago. That's why Pusha T pushed his album up, because he didn't want to get it. He didn't want to. Like, man, Kendrick is a fucking buzzsaw. I ain't trying to run into that. Jack Harlow got out of the way early. Future just dropped the week prior to Kendrick and did 200 with less songs. I'm not saying Kendrick put out a bad project. I can't do what Kendrick do. I rap too. I can't do what Kendrick do. Kendrick is probably the most technical skilled rapper of all time. Right up there with Eminem. But what, this is not opinion. This is fact-based. The facts are saying they heard this new shit and said, nah, give me the old Kendrick. That's all. He vastly underperformed from his projections. That's a flop. And I got a theory on why this album ain't got no slaps, why this album ain't got no replay value. People say, oh, he's not doing it for the radio. Damn had 10 singles on it. Damn had 10 singles. To Pimp a Butterfly had 3, 4. All Right became a fucking anthem, a movement. We're gonna hear that song forever. King Kunta became a single. All Right became a single. Like, so that all that tells me is Kendrick dropped, I ain't gonna say he dropped mid, but he dropped some shit that people don't want to hear again. They'll rather hear the old Kendrick. You know what that says to me? This album was was just all right, was good. But for it to have a meta score of 100, be called album of the year 2 days after it dropped, for him to be smoking on top 5s, that ain't what the numbers say. But Kendrick don't do it for numbers, right? Kendrick don't care about sales. And I think that's true for this album. I don't think he cared about sales, because this is his last album with TDE. After this album, he's all PG Lang. He's all his own shit. I think Kendrick purposely put out some shit with no replay value because it's his last album on TDE. His last album with Top Dog. I personally, just working theory here, I think Kendrick purposely put out some bullshit just to get out from under top. All Drake did was put up billboards. The GOAT is on the album, Jay-Z. The best rapper alive is on the album, Lil Wayne. That's all Drake did. Drake didn't start that beef with Kanye. What Kanye did was promo. Kanye had stadium listening parties. He wants to beef with the bigger rapper at the time. Drake is big. Drake is bigger than Kanye right now. Sorry to say the truth. To boost up his album sales, oh, let's drop first week. I'm dropping when you drop. Oh, I'm dropping when you drop, because blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, back off my date, yo. Don't try to use me to boost your album sales, nigga. Drop on your own. Fuck out of here. Look at that. Look at the hand wave. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's what Drake was doing. Move. I can't even review Kendrick's album. I only heard it once. It's one of those albums you hear and you're like, I don't want to hear this again. It's good. Great rapping. Real deep, introspective. got into it, stood up for the black man, super black, super woke, all that shit. Even though he doesn't want to be our savior. But okay, I'm not talking about the project, but one issue I kind of did have was the Savior record. All right. Kendrick seems hypocritical, but he said, hey, seeing Drake and Kanye get back cool was uneasy. I couldn't do that because I'm still growing. So I guess this is a tribute to I'm still growing, but previously he said, how y'all let a conscious rapper only drop conscious albums take over the game? I'm conscious. This album is, I don't want to be your savior. I'm not your savior. Leave me alone. I ain't finna be out there holding picket signs and all that shit. I just want to take care of my family, take care of my people, stand up for black rights and shit like that. But y'all ain't gonna make me do it. That's what that Savior record was about to me. I'm not finna be fucking Martin Luther King, but I care. That's pretty much the Savior record. It just seemed kind of hypocritical for him saying, how could a conscious rapper only make like conscious albums, take over the game, blah, blah, all that bullshit. Now it's, I don't want to be a conscious rapper. I just want to make my music. Nigga. That's the shit you sign up for. But this, like I said, not a bad album. But the numbers say, I'd rather listen to his other shit. That's all I'm saying. Did he purposely give Top some bullshit just to, so his next project can be fire with just PG when he owns it, when it's under PG Lane? I don't know. Last time y'all seen Kendrick and Top together? Been a while. When last time Top been shouted out? It's been a while. But that's not true, man. I'm just talking shit. I don't know nothing. What else is there? What else is there? What else is there? But probably gonna win album of the year at the Grammys. It's probably gonna be nominated for album of the year overall at the Grammys. Probably gonna win rap album of the year at the Grammys. It's probably gonna it's been critically acclaimed. It's the best thing since sliced bread. People forget. A lot of people like sliced bread. I don't still slice bread. The numbers say not the best thing since sliced bread. It's good though. But Kendrick ain't about numbers, y'all. Oh man, what else is there to talk about? Damn. Fucking laptop moving slow as fuck. Damn. I need my other phone. Laptop went so goddamn slow. I could be going over topics and shit like that. And that's where I'm gonna leave y'all, man. That's it. Short pod, 30 minutes. Yeah. And this was Tough Conversations podcast where we had the toughest conversations, a necessary critique on the culture. My name's Fame. I'm back in my mama's basement, and it's just the breaks. Side note, sidebar. For all you real hip hop fans, can I talk about the Jonah thing? I don't really know much about it. It's just that he started some subscription thing and he was trying to get rappers to rap on a Kodak beat or something like that. I don't know. Not Kodak, but Bobby Shmurda beat or something like that. The Bobby Shmurda challenge, and but the prize is $25,000 and a feature with him, or I can help you get a record deal. I don't know what the fuck the prize is, but it's $25,000 and something else, and only 5 people signed up. So only 5 people paid prescription and signed up. You real hip hop fans, sick as hell this week. Jonah, big L. Kendrick, not discussing the quality. I'm just talking numbers. Underwhelming. Not big L, little L. Still an L. Lowercase L, still an L. No, you hear hip hop fans is sick this week. And it's okay to say Kendrick flop. They won't come into your house and take your real hip hop card. They won't come in, you won't be banned from the real hip hop meetings if you tell the truth and say Kendrick flopped. The nigga flopped. Probably flopped on purpose. Probably flopped on purpose as a big fuck you to top. I don't know. Just talking shit. And that's episode 30-something. Love when the plan comes together. Deuces. What'd he say? Good vibes only. Fan gotta find a haircut. Barber. But belly flop.